Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on Alibaba on December 13th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $89.23. And we were at this point, as you can see on the chart. And my main assumption was that this yellow line was the crucial line for this asset. If this asset breaks this range, we have to eliminate this entire bull count. And that is why I suggested you to put your stop loss order slightly below this yellow line, because previously we had two entry points. One of them was at this point at $83.86, and the second one was at the lowest point right here, somewhere around $82. That is why, guys, you were in the green territory despite all the price actions. And guys, take a look right here. When I made my previous video, we were at this point. Then we retested this range of support, broke it to the downside, retested from the bottom as the range of resistance, as you can see right here, and went even lower. And I told you in my previous video that if this range is broken, we have to retest this next swing low. And guys, we are here. So this is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, and it is the most lucrative offer, for now there is not so many people inside the Discord group. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you, and it is pretty much one-on-one training for the value of $450 a month, but for the fraction of this cost, for just $35 a month. And I think it is quite fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
So guys, and let's take a look again at its price action. If I zoom out to, let's say, 4 hours time frame, we can see that, let's delete all drawing tools. You can see that this asset is in consistent downtrend from this swing high that was established on October the 2nd, and we are approaching to the next range of support. It is the psychological number of $80, and it is the range of support that we hit 3 times back in August, end of August of 2024 and the beginning of September of this year. So guys, in just several minutes I will show you what should we expect next, but for now let's take a look at its fundamentals. To be honest, I don't have a lot of fundamental news that might change the narrative, the bearish narrative for this asset. We don't have any updates from the analytic firms. We still have 15 ratings, among which 14 analysts suggest to buy, only 1 to hold and 0 to sell. And the price target is set at $127.05, which implies more than 50% of upside potential. At the same time, guys, if you take a look at the list of institutional investors, so-called smart money investors list, you can see that a lot of companies added their short position, established new one, or added to their existing position. And some companies opened new position, or they add to their existing position as well as the existing long position. That is why, guys, from this point of view, we have mixed signals, and keep in mind that you shouldn't rely on this indicator without the knowing that this is a filing date, and the real date was made at least 45 days prior this date. So let me show you the general sentiment from the so-called smart money investors list. You can see that from the mid of summer of this year, we have potentially another attempt to re-establish new bull trend, because it was in downtrend since mid of summer of 2020. And since then, we have consistent movement to the downside in the number of institutional investors who want to hold Alibaba Group in their portfolios. But for now, potentially we have the first attempt to break this trend, and it is a very decent, I would say, long-term bullish sign. And you have to keep in mind that this data will not affect the share price of Alibaba in the short-term perspective. And on top of that, guys, if you take a look at the sentiment of the news related to Alibaba, I have to admit that not so many bullish news. There is not so many bullish news in this list. They split AI team to sharpen consumer and business focus, and on the one hand, it might be a good update for them from the operating expenses standpoint, but on the other hand, it will not affect the share price of the main holding at all. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. This is the article that was published by Bloomberg just 2 or 3 days ago, and it's titled Alibaba to mark 1.3 billion loss in sale of Antim stores. And I have to admit that this news is more important for Alibaba in the medium-term perspective, because when investors see that certain company has more than $1 billion in losses on one of their branches, it is definitely a bearish sign. That is why, guys, we have a consistent movement to the downside for this company, and that is why, guys, I encourage you to be extremely cautious with your long positions. But let's continue with the technical analysis, and before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let's turn on all the drawing tools and let me show you the most recent price action in details. As you can see, we are scratching this range of support that was set at the very beginning of December of this year, and it is the price point of about $84 mark. In my opinion, we might break it in today's session because of this tip. If you use 9988 ticker symbol, it is the same Alibaba Group Holding but on Hong Kong Stock Exchange. You can see that this asset is retesting its previous lowest point that was established at the very end of November. And I have to admit that for the today's session on Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Alibaba lost about 3.44% of its value. This means the upcoming session for Alibaba on New York Stock Exchange might also be not so positive. That is why, guys, wait for a new confirmation that this asset established at least medium-term update, and what will be the sign of this bullishness. We have to consistently form several higher highs and higher lows, and in a grand scheme of things, it should be, let's delete these unnecessary tools. On the grand scheme of things, it should be the bounce out of certain ranges of support. And guys, take a look right here. We have several of them. Another one is at about $80 mark. Somewhere here, we definitely might have at least a bounce to the upside that should retest its previous swing highs, and potentially it might be even $93.5 mark. But first of all, guys, you shouldn't rely on the first, let me show you, if the price goes down, you shouldn't rely on the first spark, on the first spike of the price on the smallest scale. You have to see several waves to the upside. Then after 3 movements of this asset to the upside, it has to have 2 waves to the downside. And right here at this point, this might be a decent entry level for you with the stop loss slightly below previous bottom. This is how technical analysis works, and this strategy gives you a chance to reduce or minimize your risks and to improve your upside potential with each and every trade, because the risk to reward ratio should be higher than 4:1, and in our case, let's assume that this asset hit this range and it had this type of price action. From this point, the stop loss order should be slightly below its bottom, and the price target should be at this previous swing high. Risk to reward ratio of more than 5.5 to 1 allows you to have a decent profit in the long-term perspective. And guys, it is not a setup, it is just a blueprint of its potential movements, and it is not a precise target which this asset might hit and have a bounce. It is just a potential upcoming movement that might happen within next several weeks. So I will definitely do another update in order to show you the exact price action and the exact setup in the upcoming videos. But for now, if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap, only God wants you.